Is that what makes it a Valentine's movie? Is that they introduce Red Hulk? I need to get on the Valentine writing chain. I'm trying to work on a I Smash Shoe one.
Here we go again, everybody. Welcome back to Comic Books and Cold Ones. Happy 2025. If you've never listened to us before, welcome in. We are the beer podcast with a comic book problem. Here you'll find us talking all things comic books and, of course, drinking all things beer. Sometimes we drink other things too, but mostly beer. And I am one half of the hosts of the show, going by Kmac. The other person hosting this show today, I wanted to call him something different as always, but he wants to go by Yek Underbolts. I was going to call him Wonder Yek.
Wonder Yak would have been good too.
It was good. It is really good. Well, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, new Kmac year for you also. Always.
That's me, Kmac here.
Once again, the calendar turns over the holiday to Jan 1, and it's another Kmac year. I don't know where you rate on the different calendar measurements of the lunar, like Chinese calendar versus the Gregorian calendar versus the Kmac calendar.
Interesting. I don't know either. I know in the Chinese calendar, I was born in the year of the dragon.
So yes, you are a dragon.
Fin Fang Fooming it over here.
Was last year the year of the dragon, or is it 2 years ago? I want to say yes, because I know a certain year this year is my year.
Oh, so
when it hits Jan 29.
Yeah, so the year of the dragon for 2024 began February 10th, 2024, will end January 28th, 2025. So technically last year was the year of the dragon.
We're still in the year of the dragon.
Roar.
And then we roll into the year of
the rat.
Jayek the snake year.
Oh. Nice. I like that. I like the wrestling reference. I might have one of those later myself.
Put on the DDT for everybody out there.
Yeah.
What was the name of his snake that he put on people? Was it Bertha?
Damien.
That's right. Yeah, Damien. Yeah.
And then so he started out heel, and then he turned good, and then when he turned bad to fight the Macho Man again and bring Macho Man out of retirement, he had like different snakes. Sometimes he had cobras. And do you remember when he had the snake bite Macho Man's arm?
Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah, little babies crying in the stands.
Yes, going all in, man.
Yeah, that was all in.
That's not cheap heat there. That's all the way.
No,
hot red hot lava.
All that heat was earned for sure.
Yes. So, for the start of the new year, the Kmac year, we always like to do a show here looking backwards and forwards in a little thing we call New Beers Previews, where we discuss everything that we liked kind of last year for a little bit on beers and movies and comics and things like that, and then also look forward ahead to the things that we're excited in those same genres. And it's cold and wintry, and that's when we kind of like to have some hot stove talk, just like they do in baseball.
Yes.
Talking trades and stuff. So if you like what you're hearing and talking about, you can email us at cbcopodcast@gmail.com, like our tweet pics at Twitter at cbco_podcast, or like all our beer porn and comic porn images on comic_ones, cold ones on Instagram.
There you go. Yeah, and if you're not sure if you like us yet 4 minutes in, listen to the whole thing. We'll tell you all this stuff again. And we'll get it right. We'll get it right next time.
Hey, it's the new year, man. I'm a little slow. Still recovering from the holidays.
Oh, yeah. And now, like we do on every show, we have a shout out to a listener who downloaded usually the last episode. And this shout out goes to you in Mooresville, North Carolina, which is just north of Charlotte. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for listening. What do we know about Mooresville?
The town of 50,000 people.
Nice.
Has a distinct nickname and importance in our culture. Do you know what that nickname is?
I do not. I have no idea.
Race City, USA.
Oh, because of NASCAR.
Because, yes, it is a well-known home of NASCAR racing team drivers as well as Indy teams, and also the technology suppliers for the sport, earning it the nickname Race City, USA.
Sweet.
And in Mooresville is the corporate headquarters of Lowe's Corporation and Universal Technical Institute's NASCAR Technical Institute.
Well, that makes sense. That's where they teach all the NASCAR drivers how to drive, right?
Yep, technically NASCAR.
NASCAR. That's cool.
Private for-profit technical college on how to work on NASCAR.
Sweet though. You gotta have those. That's neat. So
Yeah,
I went to my freshman year of college in Belmont, North Carolina, which is about 30 minutes south of Mooresville. And unfortunately, I never went to Mooresville. I didn't know about it. Had I known, I might have transferred to the NASCAR Technical College, though, because
no,
why not, right?
for certain. Like
Yeah.
learning stupid stuff that you learn at regular university is not as cool as you learn at NASCAR college. Like, you know what you put number one answer on all tests?
What's that?
Rubbing is racing.
What would Dale
That's-
Jr. do?
That's just the answer in every question. And second answer is you got to get new tires on it. Got to get new tires on. Tire
Gotta
change.
get new tires.
Got to get new tires. Because I know they have like simulators and stuff. Do they have like a pit crew simulator, you think, at NASCAR Technical College?
Oh yeah, I bet they do.
Oh yeah.
Like, because how else can you need to be able to simulate that real world experience and just a bunch of cars burning their tires off all the time, I suppose.
Yes. And at the NASCAR Technical College parties, they use the big fuel funnel as a giant beer funnel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
just the fastest you can get beer in any person you think is a giant beer funnel, but no, one of those fuel funnels they use for NASCAR. Exercise, man, they just drop it right in you.
Mm.
Light them up.
Yeah, that's what they do at the pit crew stops.
Yes. After you get your mortarboard and tassel at NASCAR Technical College, you have to do a shot from the fuel the fuel loaders, the pit crew fuel loaders.
Yeah. They have a few breweries in Mooresville too.
But there's got to be some decent ones. They got to be race themed, right?
I haven't seen any race themed. We have Hoptown Brewing Company, Boondogglers, High Branch, and King Canary.
Yeah,
Oh, there's the Beer Lab by Ghostface Brewing.
I know. I just saw that Ghostface. is that Wu-Tang Ghostface?
I don't know. Ghostface Killer.
Is it Tony Stark's?
I know they do have Michael Waltrip Tap Room. That's NASCAR, right?
Yes. So you do know Ghostface. He released what was the name of the album? I can't think. It's a pretty good one. Oh, Fish Scale.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes on the persona of Tony Stark's.
Does he really?
Yes, in it, as a industrialist mover of different products.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's not, it's Tony Stark's. not spelled quite the same as Iron Man, but close enough to get the point across. So I like to believe that Ghostface Brewing is actually run by Tony Stark's Ghostface Killer in the Wu-Tang.
That makes sense. I like their logo. It's a cool logo. Yeah, so it seems like there's a lot to do there between racing cars and drinking beers.
Oh yeah, we got to visit. This is
I think so too.
Mooresville. We're coming to one of your local breweries to hang out with you and Ghostface. And if you just tell ahead of time, if you say Rizza Jizza, come on down.
Yeah.
And MATHOD, man, we will hang out also with him.
You know your Wu-Tang.
Yes.
Did you watch the Hulu series on the Wu-Tang?
I haven't watched it. I need to watch it. I think it might be blasphemy. Wu-Tang for life. Wu-Tang's for the kids.
Yeah, I watched it. Pretty good. My wife's from Staten Island, and that's where they started. So it was a lot of Staten Island in there. Yeah, Shaolin. Yeah, Shaolin originates Staten Island, baby.
Yes. Educating the people for the new year on all things Wu-Tang, and now all things comic books, beer, and everything. And since it's cold out night here in January, maybe not as much where Kmac is, but we need something toasty and good to keep us warm. And I think we're having a mashup this year of drinking the same beer, are we not?
We sure are, as long as you told me the right one to get. Yeah.
Did I do it or did I not?
I don't know.
And so I was going to introduce it. So one of the best beers released all year that I always look forward to, and I always buy at least 2 to drink, is a little beer out of Chicago that started the whole bourbon barrel aging or barrel aging a beer trend in America, and that is one Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout. And we have the 2024 edition this year, and it is now sold in the 1.9 fluid ounces. Meant for aging, but also meant for drinking young. I didn't pull up the thing online about it if you got that, but it comes in at 14.7 alcohol by volume this year. Kmac. I think you've had one of these before, have you not?
I don't know. I might have. I maybe I had one at your place.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So
Let's see.
but I have it up.
Okay.
So like you said, they started the bourbon barrel age trend. So they age it in empty bourbon barrels from either Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill, Four Roses, or Wild Turkey distilleries, and it's aged for an average of 12 months. Wow. And it just says it has a deeply developed flavor of fudge, vanilla, and caramelized sugar with a rich, decadent mouthfeel. I like mouthfeels, but they also make a few varieties because
They make a lot of varieties, and we're just doing the original.
Mm,
And the varieties, these one solo bottle goes for around 14, give or take, right now, depending on where you buy
yeah.
it. For the 2024, they have the Vanilla Stout brand this year, the Macaroon Stout. They have the Proprietors, which they only released in Chicago. And this year, it's a barley wine, and they have a cask finish one, which is a Bardstown cask from the Bardstown distillery. They have a rare stout and a couple others. A Weller single barrel, Weller being the bourbon that goes into Pappy Van Winkle, out of Buffalo Trace, and then an Old Fitz barrel as well this year.
So
So
have you had more varieties?
with D Harm, he tries to collect many of them, and I've had a
Yeah.
variety over the years of the different. When they did a cherry one, I've done the cherry one. I've had the Proprietors blend. When it was an older one, they change it up a little bit each year, and even the regular straight brand version, the standard one changes a little bit in terms of ABV and flavor notes depending on what they get out of the barrel. The stout has, I think, pretty much, the recipe for the stout has pretty much stayed the same, but it's changed a little bit too over the years. And an exciting thing is,
Yeah.
and eventually this may be one of our first ever to do live shows when I
Mhm.
get there, is since 2019 or 2019, I want to say, I have collected one bottle each year and saved it
Oh shit,
till
that's right. I know that. Yeah.
until I get to 10 of them. Then I'm going to do a vertical of 10, sampling them all together in one day. And I'm going to need a
Okay.
lot of people. There's a lot of booze to drink in one day. There's some guys that have done it online. I think they did 2010 through 2020 when they did theirs. But in the beer world or the wine world, when you do 10 years of a vintage in a row, it's called doing a vertical.
Okay.
Instead of a horizontal. Horizontal would be doing, I believe, all the ones in 2024. So we had all the ones in 2024, different varieties. That would be a horizontal. So the vertical is doing it, linearly, of all of them. So
Oh, that's
they
a
say
great
you're
idea.
only supposed to age it over 5 years, but the guys online that have done it, you can age it much longer. Up to 10
Okay.
years. They said didn't really change the flavor at all, or made it a little more nuanced.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to get one every year too and start saving them. So,
Yes.
with starting this year, I have to go back to Total Wine because I only got one. But, but yeah.
I got
Have you
one.
had like the vanilla rye stout? Sounds really good. Have you ever had
I
that
haven't
one?
had the vanilla. I think they had a vanilla one last year, but the vanilla rye is new. The rye, they've had vanilla stout
Okay.
in previous years, and if you can go back, they have different years that you can look at. Um, at least the more recent varieties. I think online they have back to 2019. So basically, since I started collecting them all in one a year, um, if you're smart and you kind of wheel by a Total Wine or an off-brand liquor store,
Mhm.
they mark them down a little bit if they haven't sold some of the more expensive ones. So the regular one goes for 14. The other ones, go for, upwards 25, 35, 45, depending on
Yeah.
the rarity and the market that they're selling in. You can buy them, secondhand online if you, purchase a plastic fork for somebody in an expensive amount of money and they send it to you, so.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So, how long do the distributor how long would a Total Wine hold on to one of these for?
They will have them on the shelf until usually they sell out. And the hard part about you're in a bigger market, so they may,
Mm.
there may be some beer heads that go shop, hunting for them or whatever.
Yeah, they had a lot of
Here,
them when I was there
yeah,
last week.
yeah.
So,
Here in DC, if I go to some of the regular neighborhood liquor stores that are a little nicer, they'll have them a little longer, and they'll get a little antsy to get rid of them.
okay, interesting. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I never thought about saving them. So yeah, I'll grab a few and save them too. Maybe I'll find, maybe I'll get lucky and find a 2023 sitting in a Total Wine somewhere.
There is supposedly a liquor store here that I may be able to accelerate mine. They put out a 3-year vertical series in 2019 where they had a 17, 18, and 19 in one pack.
Oh, cool.
And when I looked online, one of the liquor stores, I think in the neighborhood had it or nearby had it. So I don't know how what's been stored though, because you want to keep them in a dark, cool place, just like wine.
Yeah.
Out of light. The no light's the big thing, even though they're in a dark bottle. But that's the big thing that damages them the most.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I remember there are some places by you that store their expensive stuff right at the front window.
Yes.
It's like, what are you doing?
Does not do it well.
Yeah.
So with that said,
Yeah.
we can crack this open and see
Let's
if we
do
can
it. I'm excited.
get these flavorful notes that Kmac read off to you. And if you notice when you open, I don't know if you noticed it has a little smoke kick up from it usually. So it smells so good.
Glug, 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 glug.
Mm-hmm. Pours a nice, dark, deep, rich black color. You definitely smell the chocolate fudge notes.
Right away. Yeah, right off the top.
And the sugars. Well, cheers to a new year, Kmac.
Cheers to you.
Oh, that's good.
That is really good. Really good. Dangerously good, right?
Yeah. And I know you have a secret issue with chocolate. So this is taking your life in your hands a little bit here.
It is, but I sacrifice for the listeners, for the good of the show, for the good of everyone else, and for the good of you.
Throwing it all out there.
Yeah, but maybe, if I grab another one to store, I'll grab one that's not so chocolatey.
I got a little tip. They're all chocolatey.
Maybe there's one that's not so chocolatey though. I know
maybe a little less chocolatey flavor, but yeah.
Yeah, the stouts are.
It doesn't have actual chocolate in it, though. I don't believe so. It just comes out, I believe. So don't quote me on that. It may.
Yes,
it's good.
Yes. Yuck Underbolt is not a doctor. He might talk like one, but he's not a doctor.
I play one on TV and podcasting. But
consult your allergist should you want actual advice as to whether or not this beer has chocolate in it.
Man, could you imagine being an allergist going around poking people with things all day to see how they react? What a good job.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking that, but
I don't know what this is going to do. But get
ready. Holy shit.
Are you going to Red Hulk after this one?
Oh, yeah. All right. So let's start this off by talking about 2024. Okay. And something that you and I got right. We hit it like nail on the head that Kraven the Hunter will be the second highest grossing Kraven the Hunter movie of all time.
We nailed it.
Because there's no way the second Kraven is going to make less than that movie made. No way. No way. We did it. That's one in the win column for us.
You wanted predictions, people. We brought it for you.
Did you see it?
I have not seen it yet. It just got on streaming for rent, and I don't know if masochist enough to pay money to watch it before it gets on a streaming service.
Right. I just saw that too right before we hopped on, and I was like, I'm not going to pay for that though. Ugh.
I feel bad I didn't go to the theaters and see it because I like going to the theaters by myself and being the only one there to watch something. It's got Rhino, it's got Maximus in it.
Does it really?
The Gladiator. Russell Crowe's
Really?
in it.
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Russell
right.
Crowe.
That's right.
He's the
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
He's the evil dad. The evil arms dealing dad, I believe.
They've said that this movie might be the one that makes Sony stop making the Spider-Man villain movies. I don't know why it wasn't Morbius.
It should have been. You know what it shouldn't have been, though? Madam Web, because I did watch Madam Web.
Oh, you did? I was going to
and,
watch it. It's on Netflix, but I didn't get to it yet.
and they denied me the dream of having a Madam Web Kraven crossover finally. For fucking finally sakes, my fanfic was going to come to life finally.
How was Julia Carpenter's Spider-Woman in that movie?
You really don't get them until like the end scene,
Really?
and then yeah, it really is not. So when you go to make a movie, Kmac,
Okay.
the key element is you got to have a thing called a script.
Okay, let me write this down.
And the script, it can be non-linear and things like that, but there has to be some type of storytelling going on with it, where you yeah,
like do they call it a plot?
a plot, yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting. I've heard of
Not
that.
all movies need one, but they have to have something that binds it together, and
Like some kind of webbing.
yes, a web,
A web.
a madam of webs is what
Oh,
they try to get away with in this one. And Dakota Johnson really doesn't pull it off so much so well. Then I feel bad because they trying to make her an unlikable kind of person a little bit. And then you're like, well, then she's the lead, and then
weird.
she gets 3 other girls, and then there's a spider assassin that looks like he's Spider-Man 2099 a little bit that I don't know. And then there's things happening, and then Sydney Sweeney's dancing on a diner table, and
That was what they were hoping would draw the audience in.
Midriff showing off. And you're like, what? And I assume that scene was filmed like after all the other scenes, and the director's like, this is gonna tank.
Yeah, we got to put something like this in the movie.
What do we got? What do we got?
So, like, I don't think I've ever read, and you've read a lot of comic books. I've read a lot of comic books. I don't believe I've ever read a book with Madam Web in it.
I have never headlining a book, though, or headlining a story.
No.
Never, ever.
She's not that kind of character.
No. And she features prominently in the 90s animated Spider-Man series, and she's well done in that, as a kind of plot mover in that, actually moving the plots along and webbing them together, all the different stories. Yes.
Interesting.
Not so much in this. I mean, if you want to see a movie about a paramedic who picks up 3 teenage girls who are being maybe targeted by Spider-Man 2099, this is your movie.
Is it for like human trafficking?
No, which would have made sense.
I'm just trying to figure out what the plot might be.
But he's got spider powers, and these kids he knows are going to have spider powers too, and maybe kill him.
Ooh.
And the hardest part of this movie is Adam Scott's in it, and he plays Ben Parker, and they never really say whether that he's Ben Parker, Uncle Ben, or not. And you feel bad because Adam does his best job because he's a really good actor and everything, but you're just not, you're just not sure if he's wasting his talents on this one for a paycheck. But
no, I'm sure he saw a lot in the script.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm,
right.
Mm-hmm.
So did you see any of the other movies from last year?
Kraven's the one I wanted to see. I didn't get to see. We saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that was really good. Of course, that was obviously going to be the best comic book movie of the year after Kraven, of course.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Craven's gonna get
Oh,
best Academy Award for best comic book movie ever made.
probably. Yeah.
Until Craven 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah. Yeah. Kraven's just going to win it every year until Kraven 2 comes out. Yeah,
indeed.
indeed. I didn't get to see Venom 3 yet. I don't know
I
if I haven't seen, I don't think I've seen Venom 2 yet either, but it's on the list.
so so my buddy A Quick, who watches like
Mhm.
300, 400 movies a year, and when the Oscar nominations get released, which they just did this week or today,
Does he do a pool?
he doesn't do a pool. He just does a ranking of all the movies he watched,
Oh,
like
okay.
all
Cool.
300, 400 movies. I was just looking at beforehand today, and I look at his top 10 movies as much as I look at his bottom 10 movies, and
Okay.
Venom Last Dance made it in the bottom 10 this year.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Nice. It's worth
Yes.
seeing then.
Yes. He asked if it was neurodivergent. If the movie itself was neurodivergent. Which I can kind of get from just the trailers. And
Mm.
my buddy down the street, my neighbor, who I have mandates with, we go to steakhouses, then go watch comic book movies. He wanted to go see Venom 3, but I hadn't had time to get it yet, and I hadn't watched Venom 2 yet. So unfortunately, I missed watching it so far. But he has invited me over for a mandate to watch it streaming when I want to.
All
But I
right.
think I'm going to need a lot more Bourbon County stouts to get
Yeah,
through
you might
it.
have to do your vertical then.
Yes, just to sit down. And of course, I wasn't going to go watch the second Joker movie because I refused to watch the first one.
Yeah, same here. Yep. So let me ask you this: did you go to we I have this on the show notes, but I kind of jumped over it. Now, did you visit any new breweries that you really liked last year? I know you
So
went to
that was
Montreal.
yeah, that was the big thing this year. Is I got my international passport traveling on again, and I actually went to a lot of good breweries this year. A lot of ones that one bucket list. I did Rogue out in the Portland area.
That's
It's not
right.
the original one, but it's their experimental house that's in Portland, downtown Portland area. Great experience. I did all the Dead Guys. I did all the different flights there that I could around the Dead Guy products. Really nice people. They just really cool environment, pretty good food in a neighborhood that's also full of breweries. And so I went to a number of breweries in Portland, and I can't remember outside of they are all really good, but my favorites was a Bailerick. It has like a Gaelic name, really good. And there was another one that I can't think of the top of my head here that focused on loggers. That was also really good. Maybe I can find it here real quick. No, but and it's that. Yep, I went to Montreal and I got to hit Du de Sel, which is a well-known super brewery, and I brought Kmac a beer from that place, a cherry wheat beer.
Yes, you did.
Yes, really good. Went to London, England, and drank all the cask beers at all the different bars that I could in London, and that was kind of a highlight. Also, there's nothing better than an English cask beer with the beer engine going and stuff.
Hmm.
So those were my big brewery experiences, as well as going to local breweries and just traveling around when I could to different places. And we went to a number of Tampa breweries when I was down visiting you.
Yeah, yeah. We went to a couple that I hadn't been to before down here too. So I got to go to Founders Brewery, which is one of those cross off your bucket list breweries, and that was a nice place. It was almost just like almost more of a restaurant than a brewery, but it was really nice, and they had all of their beers on tap, so you could pretty much get whatever you wanted. We had, I think, all four of us who went there each got a flight, so we just kind of passed the beers back and forth. But
Mm-hmm.
all the ones you would expect to be good at Founders were good there, like the breakfast stouts, the all day IPA. So that was really good. And then best brewery in the state of Kentucky, Against the Grain. I was back there again.
Oh, you did? Yes,
I
that's a very
did,
good
yeah,
brewery.
yeah. And I got and I
Did you do the
had
brown note?
I think I did have the brown. I actually did have the brown note. It was a part of
Yes.
my flight, but I also had the beer that's voted the best beer in Kentucky, and I'm googling it right now because I can't remember what its name is. But dude sitting next to me named Mario. I was like, Mario, this is the best beer in Kentucky. We have to get it. Right? So we both got it, and it was, what was it called? Fuck. All right, table that.
Best damn beer in Kentucky.
That's what it was called. Best damn beer in Kentucky.
By far.
By far. But also went to the new Yingling brewery here in Tampa. It's gigantic. It is just like an amazing facility they have there. And I didn't know Yingling has so many beer. Like, so Yingling, it seems like, they do their thing, right? Their lager's good, their black and tan is good. Some of their darker ones are pretty good. But they seem to be trying to get into like the craft beer end of it, and they have some citrusy beers and things like that, and it's just not what they do well.
Oh, yeah.
But the actual establishment was a great experience. I mean, my wife and I each got like, not each, but we got a flight of every single beer they had there. So it took us
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 hours, but it was a lot of fun.
So you had the Hershey's chocolate porter stout.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
And I
yeah,
didn't die.
amazingly. But yeah, the two I think of their off, their seasonals are that one, and then the black and tan they release,
Yeah.
using their regular beer. So yeah, the brewery I was thinking of in Portland is Upright Brewing, really good. They're all on the east side of the river, and Bear Lick Brewing and Rogue and Upright are all kind of in the same area, and there's just like a handful, dozen other breweries also in that area that you can hit up, as well as food pod trucks, which is just awesome. I didn't think I was going to like Portland as much as I did. I thought it was going to be a little too hipstery for me, but everybody was super nice. I went to a tap room that was also a hot sauce store.
Oh, I
So
remember that. Yeah.
yeah, you can't beat that. Two of my favorite things that I really like. So that was awesome too. Also, and yeah, just getting to travel the beer world this year. Ready to hit 2025 off on a similar note,
Yeah.
and enjoying this 2024 Bourbon County Stout. Extra smooth. I can't taste the 14%. So
Yeah, me either. Eventually you can't taste it at all, right?
no. And so the other things that are coming up for this year in the world of comic books and affiliated media. We kind of do a list here of things in calendrical order or chromatic order, depending on how
Yes.
you, depending on how you count periods around the sun. Or spins.
Chronolectrical.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yes.
So we'll start with the month, and we'll do media first, like movies and TV
Well,
shows, and then we'll get into comic books. I think at the end, because comic books we
we're
don't.
gonna just burst some beers in there too. So
Yeah, sure. So January, that's this month, right? So what if you listen to our last episode about Creature Commandos, we went over, the Creature Commandos animated show with the Creature Commandos in the comic book. We compared and contrasted some characters, talked about who was similar, who was different, and somehow tied them all up into Hanukkah. Good job,
you
yeah.
may have bastardized a century-long
Yes,
traditions, which was awesome.
or revolutionized it.
Yes, you revolutionized,
Right.
I should say. Yeah.
So, have you finished Creature Commandos?
Completely finished.
All right, me too. So if you haven't finished Creature Commandos, then you probably want
Earmuffs.
to put on earmuffs or pause it, watch it, pause us, watch it, and come back. How'd you like how it ended?
Decent.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to give my top 3 likes and dislikes. So, yeah. Love the way they characterized the bride and the cast of characters they got around her as being, the Creature Commandos. Love the tie-ins with all the good music, that
Yes.
James Gunn brings as a former musician and everything. That he keeps the things going on. And I do like all the weirdo references to all the things he's already done in DC, knowing that that's going to be built upon, and it's not just a one-off on the animated. Things I hated.
Oh,
Totally blows the character of Frankenstein from DC Comics. Not anything like
not like
anything like.
yeah, not like him. Hilarious though,
Yeah.
like really funny. But Frankenstein in the comics is super cool. This Frankenstein's kind of like a creepy stalker. Like they're really going all into the creepy stalker.
creepy stalker and he doesn't know who he wants to be. I watched a YouTube clip about it. It's like at one point he's really, he's really, really smart in using big words and everything, and then he's really, really dumb and lovelorn. And the senseless killing he does not go in with the character from the DC at all, where he's like a noble, paladin character traveling the earth, solving problems with no purpose in life other than that he doesn't love people, but he's not unaffected by people, and he aids people on his life mission. He likes sobriety, but doesn't it's not like that. Stupid over her. Flagrantly just killing off people unnecessarily in characters, I think, was kind of bad the way that ended with that, with the death of a couple of characters and murders and the intrigue. And yeah, I don't know. The ending didn't really set up for anything more. It did seem like they maybe were like, hey, if this doesn't go anywhere, we don't have to do it again, so we'll just end it here.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too.
Yeah.
Or they, have a new team to go forward with next time. They did do a good job of, every episode focused on a different character's backstory, and they really made them all out to have very tragic histories that got them to where they are. So you really, except for Frankenstein, he didn't have he did have a backstory, but you didn't feel that way about him.
Yeah. Whereas, the rewrites that James Gunn did on Dr. Phosphorus aren't that bad. And then also Weasel, he's a character in the book, but not really. He's so minor in DC that's okay.
Yeah.
And Dr. Phosphorus was a little more major, but
yeah,
not
and
awful.
What's her name? The one who wears the aquatic
Mazursky?
woman. What's her name? Yeah, Mazursky. That was a really that episode was really good.
Yes.
As far as like drawing you into her character.
And that was very close to the character in the comic book kind of thing when they debut her. Really stuck doing this. So overall, I've liked the series, but that's the only thing that irks me is the Frankenstein just getting him so wrong, because he's such a fun character in the comic books.
Yeah, he's more like the bride in the comic books.
Yes. Yeah. Says even less. So
yeah. All right, so that beer I had in Kentucky at Against the Grain is called 70K, and it was a sweet milk stout, 13% ABV, and it was a good beer. I enjoyed it very much.
Nice.
Pictures to be coming on Instagram, because I don't think I put them on Instagram, and
we're flying back to Lexington
to Louisville. No,
Louisville.
No. Now I've done Louisville twice, and I think I got it all. I'm not a big like bourbon whiskey guy, so like yeah, that's fine. I can't. My Irish belly can't handle that. My Irish belly.
just come on, man.
Yeah, it's like my Irish belly is betraying my heritage. All right, so are you all caught up on Harley Quinn?
I have caught up in the last season, I believe. Yeah, I haven't watched. Did I watch All Kite Man? I think I want to watch All Kite Man too.
I didn't do that yet, so I'm way behind on those. But enjoyable, right?
Season 5's coming out. So far, I wish they would make Harley Quinn part of the DC Universe reboot also. Or just Alan Tudyk as Bane.
Yeah.
If he does Bane. No, he does Clayface. Who does Bane? Does he do Bane?
Bane is awesome in that show. Is he in both shows, or is he only in Kite Man now?
Bane is in both shows. He's not every episode, I think, in Harley Quinn, but he's by far the mover shaker character in that. Yeah. So
Henry Silva. I'm not sure who Henry Silva is.
Voiced by James Admin.
Oh, never mind. I have Henry Silva. Oh, that's for Batman the Animated Series. My bad.
Yeah. Yep.
Stupid Google.
Yep. Yes. Kmac doesn't know the answers.
He does not know.
But yeah, so far overall, looking forward a little. I like the Harley Quinn. Maybe they'll start running out of ideas and it'll start jumping the sharks soon. But so far, been pretty decent. The first 2 seasons better than the last,
okay,
2. But
that makes sense. Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely new and fresh at that point.
Yeah.
And so there's also a new animated Spider-Man cartoon coming out in Disney Plus January 29th called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Apparently it follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU. So maybe it's like pre-Civil War Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah. And it's weird that they got like a lot of the name actors, the voice characters on this, but they didn't get
Tom
Holland to
Holland.
do it. They didn't get Holland to do it. Which is like, collect the paycheck already, Holland. Just, yeah.
Yeah, just do it. Even like Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah. You got Charlie Cox, Vincent
Yeah.
D'Onofrio. You got Hugh Dance doing Dr. Octavius. So these are all well-known actors.
Yeah, and even Coleman Domingo as Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know, what are you doing? What are you doing,
Yeah.
Holland?
Come
Is
on, Tom
Zendaya
Holland.
taking all your time now? Come on.
Yeah, you saw that engagement ring. He needs the cash.
Yes, needs the money.
Needs that cash.
I mean, when you put a ring on Zendaya, you got to make sure people know about it, right? So yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Keep everyone else away.
Yeah. I got MCU money. Bam.
Hell yeah.
I've got Uncharted money.
Yeah. She has MCU money too, though. Not as much as he does. MCU.
Yeah, she didn't have as much MCU. She has other money, but yeah.
She got Dune money.
Yeah, she got Dune money coming in. Did you watch the two Dunes yet?
I did not, but now that they're out, I'll probably watch them both. I haven't ever read the book. Have you read the book?
Dune 1, yeah. I've never read the book, and I need to. Supposedly it's a really good book, but
yeah,
it's really big.
It is really thick and big, yeah. It's a lot of words. I heard that book is all words.
Yeah. On the old IBM 386, man, I played the Dune video game, and it was awesome.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I mastered the sandworms.
I feel like I tried to play some version of that game somewhere, and it was just like not possible.
I settled Arrakis for House Atreides, man. I did that.
Oh, you did? That was you? Nice.
Yeah, I did that.
Nice.
Because it was a strategy-based game, sort of like, like a Sim City conquering game, civilization type game, and then also you had some action sequences, if I remember right, where you had to master the sandworms and things like that.
Okay.
But build up your armies and things like that, and I won that shit.
You did.
I'm by far the best at Atreides, way better than Paul. Yek Atreides is better, way better.
I can tell
more handsome than Timothy Chalamet. Right?
Oh,
much more handsome than Tim.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you got a face that's made for podcasting.
It's made for Versace commercials.
So I probably won't watch. I mean, it's going to take me like a year or two to catch up on Harley Quinn. I probably won't watch the Spider-Man one, but in February, I will go see Captain America. Now, so when they originally announced this movie, it was called Captain America what?
Brave New World, right?
No, that's what it's called now. But when they first announced it was Captain America. It was called Captain America New World Order.
New World Order, yeah. NWO.
So yeah, so I had a whole thing ready to go a year ago, waiting for this. So
you had an NWO shirt?
I wish I did. I should have got one. I'm gonna get one and wear it to the movie though. But like, so if it was Captain America New World Order, this is my vision of how the movie would have gone. So you got Falcon, Captain America flying around, and he stops somewhere, and then the music hits, and out comes Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and they're like, "Hey, yo, Falcon, don't you want to be part of the New World Order? We're too sweet. And if you're part of the New World Order, you're part of the New World Order. What? For life.
For life.
For life." And Falcon's like, I don't know. And they're like, but Falcon, you thought you had this guy on your side, but we got the Red Hulk on our side. So they turn the Hulk too, right? They got the Red Hulk now. And then
just like what happened in WCW in the 90s.
Yeah, just like it. And then Falcon, then he goes all white face and hides up in the rafters, which is kind of a weird decision by him, and no one really understands it. And that's about as far as I got. But
it kind of gets like a Sting face then?
It's to see, Falcon goes white face, yeah. Yeah, and that's as far as I got. I
Suck
think
it.
that'd be a great movie. Yeah, that's DX.
Yeah.
That's in the DC universe.
Yes. The Xbox crossover.
Yeah, the Xbox
Now,
crossover.
I think what you just read off is one of the reasons I think it's concerning that they put this in February on 14th on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So in the movie world, the Hollywood world,
February movies.
February, like after the Oscars and before April, the bare bones death zone of movies, and especially February.
Ant-Man was released in February, remember?
Yeah. Usually, the February is the dead zone. You know,
Yeah.
where we go to bury our Cravens of the world, or
True.
Madam Webs, or Morbius's. What was Morbius's?
It could just be that with the writer's strike, they had to push their schedule because they have a lot of movies coming out this year.
Okay, Morbius was April 1, so it's closer to the thing. When was Madam Web?
It's also Sony. Sony doesn't make good decisions about their movies, obviously. They don't know what's going to be good and what's not going to be good.
Oh, guess when Madam Web's release date was?
Was it February 14th?
Yes, also a Valentine's Day. Because nothing says Valentine's Day like going to see a movie about a paramedic who protects 3 teenage girls against Spider-Man 2029.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
That is so romantic. Like I've never heard more romantic words come from someone.
But it does worry me some that they're going to be
Yeah.
debuting Indiana Red Hulk in this in February. Is that what makes it a Valentine's movie? Is that they introduce Red Hulk?
It is. Yeah.
He hearts you. I can already start. I need to get on the Valentine writing chain. And stand outside and just hand them to cute ladies. Like I Red Hulk you.
Right. All the cute ladies are going to be going to see Captain America Brave New World on Valentine's Day. That's the place to be.
I'm trying to work on a I Smash Shoe one. I'm red to smash you. You're gonna like me when I get red or angry.
I don't have anything that matches up to that, but I still wish they called it New World Order.
I gotta get on it for the New Yak order to get in line.
Yeah. But it is neat that they have Liv Tyler coming back.
Yes, and debut of the Serpent Society.
Yeah,
you're hinting at here.
Yeah, debut of the Serpent Society. So yeah. I mean, what more could you want on Valentine's Day?
Nothing more than ladies like than red hulks and snakes. So.
Yeah. Well, so they have there's an actress playing Diamondback, Sidewinders in it, and then they have the return of the leader from the Ed Norton Hulk movie.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they finally had to tie that all up, right?
Yeah, and they have someone playing Copperhead also. Someone named Johannes Johannesson.
Man, so nice to name him twice.
Yeah. Big dude.
How did they get Indiana Han Solo to do this, man? That's what I want to know.
Is he like 80 years old?
He came out to semi-retirement, for doing that Yellowstone, whatever, first movie, whatever.
Yeah.
The prequel, and then he's been doing a TV show
called Shrinking. Yeah, that's a pretty good show, actually.
Is Ally McBeal taking all his money? Is that what I'm thinking?
Think so. I mean, dude's going to be 83 this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ally McBeal taking your money? You can call Comics and Cold Ones, Indiana Han Solo. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you.
Yeah, we can take some of your money.
We'll let you pitch Patriot Games again to us as a movie. Still have not stayed awake for a whole watching of Patriot Games.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it in so long.
Patriot Games, it's undefeated, putting me to sleep. Undefeated.
That's funny. So, movie theater watch or no?
It's Valentine's Day, so we'll see what the non-existent girlfriend says. So,
All right. Yeah. If she wants to go, you should take her.
It's an ideal. It's an ideal, easy date for me to get someone to go with me, right?
That is
That's a
true.
pitch. So, moving on to April, March, April.
Moving on to
Some good
March. Yeah,
booking. Yeah.
everyone's excited about the return of the Daredevil series. Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio. They're bringing back pretty much the entire cast from the Netflix show.
Yes.
So
And I read today it was put on hiatus because of the fires. So who knows when we'll actually get it.
oh, it may not come out.
Well, the fires have slowed down production on it.
Oh, gotcha. So it's supposed to be 18 episodes also. So it's going to be a big series.
Oof. I don't know if I can do 18 episodes of Daredevil. I
Yeah.
liked like 6 episodes.
Yeah, 18 seems to be a
keep
lot
my
these
interest.
days.
You can keep my interest for 6. Just like the Echo one didn't go that long. It was just long enough to keep my interest
Yeah.
in beating the New York Kingpin with Indian magic. It kept my interest long enough.
Yeah, I mean it was okay. But so they haven't so they may that's what your note says, delayed for fires. I was like, what the hell
Yeah,
does that have to do with Daredevil? No fires in Hell's Kitchen?
No, not recently.
Not recently, yeah. All
So
right.
I don't know enough about it. We'll see it. I assume this is gonna do the Elektra Nacho story
Yeah.
with Bullseye and everything.
Yeah, probably. And so we're planning this year to do a Daredevil focused episode, and we'll do it whenever the show comes out, I suppose. Like, so TBD, comic book and cold one fans, you'll get your Daredevil, just maybe not next month.
Yes.
But that gives us time to read a bunch of Daredevil also.
Yes. April, we have Andor season 2. I'm going to confess, I didn't make it past episode 1 of Andor season 1 still.
You are a motherfucker. Why did you not do that?
But I have been watching the Skeleton Crew, which if I was a kid, it would be the awesomest show ever.
Yeah.
Because it's kids with hijinks in outer space and an elephant alien kid. It is amazing.
It's good.
If you had kids, it would be the show you'd want to watch with them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You should watch Andor though. Andor's really good.
I know.
Get back on that.
I couldn't get past episode 1. I don't want
to. Just get past it.
People
just
in a
do
prison
it.
And
the prison. There's an episode where he's in prison again, and that's a really good episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Just power through.
Okay.
You gotta be introduced to the characters. You gotta know what's going on before you can get into the whole story.
Okay, I need to drink more beer.
Yes, that might help.
This is good beer. This is so good. It's velvetly. The chocolate notes die off a little bit, and you get more of that caramel.
Yeah.
Maple sugary notes, a little more of the vanilla. After you get that punch of chocolate, kind of settled on your palate. Yeah, every year.
I will definitely be buying another one of these and storing it.
This is just magic. Speaking of magic, the big debut. So if February and March are the dead zones, we all know May is the start of the blockbuster season, usually the biggest movie of the year in terms of box office sales. And amazingly, Marvel's leading it off with a Thunderbolts movie.
Like star-studded cast, right?
Oh, yeah, over the top.
But the product isn't very well known.
No.
But I imagine they'll probably debut them a little bit in a post-credit scene in the Captain America movie.
Well, that's just where I think they're hoping to hit again with like a Guardians of the Galaxy that they didn't expect would be as big of a hit.
Yeah.
And it was. And the director is Jake Schreier, and he's currently doing a little TV show. He just did an episode of a TV show that I just talked about.
Oh, Daredevil Born Again.
Yes. No,
Andor.
Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew.
I know.
But he's known for directing videos. He did some TV. I have not watched any of his movies. The Premise. That's a TV series. So he's known for doing TV. So they're giving him a big step up for his first to be a blockbuster movie directing. debut here.
They're putting a lot of faith in him. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I mean, but like I said, the cast of this movie is pretty star-studded, so that should help him out, I hope. But I mean, Thunderbolts is a cool concept. If whoever out there doesn't know what they are, they're like generally a group of criminals who are brought together, or at least vigilantes sometimes, who are brought together in the Marvel universe to fight various crimes. It started out during what the post onslaught, when all the heroes were gone, and who was it who created the Thunderbolts in the comic books? It was who?
It was one Baron von Zemo.
Baron Zemo, and he's not
Yeah.
in this movie.
No. And that's because I don't think they get a soundtrack good enough for him to dance to.
I think that's what it is too. Like he was so good. He was probably the best part of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And we get the reappearance of, Falcon the Winter Soldier, Captain America in this one.
Yeah, we get U.S. Agent
Russell Crowe, no, not Russell Crowe,
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell, the son of
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. No,
Kurt
that's
Russell.
not how name works. That's not how name works. You don't take your first name or your last name.
You should.
We're
though.
not Scandinavian. We're not Scandinavian.
Oh, we should do that though.
You
That
don't
would be
switch
the
it.
best.
You don't switch it up.
Yeah. So Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt Russell.
Yeah, I'm looking over Jack Schreier's history here, and as far as I can tell, he's done one major movie, and that was Robot and Frank back in 2012, which I never saw. It got decent ratings. It's got an aged Frank Langella, Susan Sarandon, Peter Sarsgaard, Liv Tyler also in that. Where James Marsden, it's about Frank Langella's older and he gets like a robot companion.
Who's older?
Frank Langella.
Oh,
He's famous, actor. I would have to. You would know him if you saw him. Very, classic actor, tall guy, white hair, been old as long as we've been alive, basically.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He's old. He played Dracula.
Yeah, he did Dracula.
Yeah.
Also made another movie with a robot called Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams. So likes to act with robots.
I never saw that one.
No, I never saw Robot and Frank either, but I knew people said it was a decent movie. It's a comedy, so we'll see with Thunderbolts there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think going back to the Hawkeye TV show when Florence Pugh was in that as the White Widow, I thought she did a great job in that show. So I think she
When you saw the White Widow movie, right?
The Black Widow movie, yeah, she was good in that too, but she was better in Hawkeye than she was in that movie.
I call it the White Widow movie because she's more important.
She's more wearing white, yeah.
The thing I'm worried about Thunderbolts also is they're bringing back Olga Kurylenko for the role of Taskmaster, which makes me excited. But all the people that self-identify as Taskmaster on Twitter now will have their bots going on how terrible that is.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Hopefully they tweak the character a little bit because it wasn't a good rendition of that character in that last movie. There wasn't enough dialogue, and
as much as I love the Taskmaster as a character in the comic books and all the lore and everything, if you put Olga Kurylenko in anything, I'm going to enjoy it. Sorry.
You make a good point.
You could I'm like, okay, I'm going to go along with this. So yeah, but yeah, it's a terrible interpretation of the Taskmaster. I understand it. I didn't know there were just so many people that self-identified as the Taskmaster out there.
Yeah, there are a lot on Twitter X for sure.
Just a numerous people.
Yeah, and I do like that we're getting Bucky back in another movie, and I like David Harbour, of course, as the Red Guardian.
And I'm hoping they make another Taskmaster playset that you can give your kids to learn how to kill Avengers with. So.
Yeah, it's very important.
Awesome.
Yeah, so who knows? Hopefully Marvel can pull it off because we're at that state of the MCU where it's just kind of gotten dull and boring. So hopefully, like, this will be something a little bit different that that'll bring people back in.
Yeah, it's worrisome that we're headed into the Infinity Crusade of MCU movies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But who knows? They have some good movies coming out this year, or at least they should. Um, so in June, so that's all we have really for May. In June, we have the Disney Plus show Ironheart, with the Ironheart character who debuted in Wakanda Forever. I don't
yes,
really know a lot about that character. I don't really read new characters enough regularly in Marvel to know, except that she's, she was a student. She created the armor on her own.
yeah, that happened in the movies. I don't know if that happened in the comics. Ironheart though was Captain America or Iron Man from the future, or Victor Von Doom from the future,
No,
or we covered all that.
no, but that's a different one.
Yeah, well, this
So
problem is you.
Iron Lad is the one from the
Yeah,
future.
Iron Lad. Okay, Iron Lad. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Ironheart is the one that, she's just a random person who also creates
Made
the
the
Iron
Iron
Man
Man.
armor.
Also a super smart engineer. Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing that, so I don't know if I'll watch this. Maybe I will. I do like that the villain she's going to face is the Red Hood. Red Hood? Is that who?
The Hood.
The Hood. The Hood.
Yeah.
Red Hood is
Red Hood is
DC,
DC.
but
The
the
Hood.
Hood. Yeah.
The Hood being the criminal that sold his soul to a demon and got superhuman powers in the form of a hood and organized all the criminals against Spider-Man at one time.
Yeah. Played by Anthony Ramos, who was in Hamilton and Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
I don't trust anything Beast Wars, you know this.
No, I don't like Beast Wars either.
No Beast. If you're not a Dinobot or an Insecticon, I don't give a rat's ass.
Right, exactly. And Ironheart is played by Dominique Thorne, again from, the Black Panther
Yes.
Wakanda Forever movie. So
Riri
who knows?
Williams. Ironheart.
Yeah.
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 She did well in that. I
Oh,
like the
yeah, she
Wakanda
did.
movies. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. That movie was a tricky movie to make, just
Yeah.
because, the tragic death of, but yeah, I mean, I may give it a try. I'm not sure. It depends on what else I have going on in June.
Yes.
Now, July is the month.
Okay.
The big month,
Why?
right?
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Well,
Break it down for me, Kmac.
let's break it down. So, first, on July 11th, you have the flagship movie of the new DC Entertainment Universe, Superman, directed by James Gunn. Everyone's probably seen the trailer by now. I think it was the most watched trailer in the history of trailers being released on YouTube or something. But what did you think of that trailer?
It intrigues me.
Did it look terrific?
It looked good. I did like the appearance of One Crypto and what they're doing with that.
Mm-hmm.
But as always, what are the two hardest things to do in comic books, Kmac, according to Yek?
Well, draw them and write them. No. So I think the one of the hardest things to do is to find the appropriate villain for Superman.
Make something that can beat Superman, right?
Yeah.
Tell a story where Superman
where you think he can lose.
Yeah, he can lose. Yeah. So that's really tough to do in all media. Superman 3 got it the most right. So
supercomputer.
Yeah, supercomputer rounding wrong. Yeah.
So hopefully we get Richard. Well, we can't have, maybe they can like AI put in Richard Pryor here.
Yes.
Because he could probably lead Superman into some hijinks that he,
Well, that's what we're needing.
Yeah.
Maybe get the Hackman out of retirement to play Lex Luthor again instead of Nick Holt. You get the Hackman to play his dad or something. That would be a coup if they could get Hackman out of retirement to play. What's Lex Luthor's dad?
Lionel Luthor.
Lionel Luthor. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would blow my mind. That would win the movie for me there, right?
Right.
James Gunn, if you're listening, if you haven't shot the scene yet, go to Santa Fe, drive a truckload of money up to Gene Hackman's house, tell him how all your movies were inspired by Hoosiers.
Yes, and Willy Wonka.
And the French Connection.
Willy Wonka.
He's not in Willy Wonka.
Gene Wilder.
Hackman.
Sorry.
Gene Hackman.
Hey, this beer is 14% ABV.
All right, way better if Gene Wilder had deferred to Gene Hackman.
That'd be awesome.
Take the shot, Charlie. Take the shot.
All this time, I thought they were the same person.
Look at you big old grizzly bear. Oh man, such a great actor, but been retired a long time.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome if they could get him to play a lot. But famously, he played Lex Luthor in the Christopher Reeve Superman movies.
Right, but he didn't go bald.
He was going bald on
Yeah.
Hackman, Danville, Illinois' own Gene Hackman grew up with the Van Dyke Boys.
Hell yeah. So this movie, since the actor is playing Superman, no one knows him, and that's kind of what they do with the Superman actors. They get a new dude to play him, but like otherwise, the cast is really good. Like you said, Nicholas Hoult is Lex Luthor, then Rachel Brosnahan. Do you know who Rachel Brosnahan is?
I do not know.
Okay, you should watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime.
No.
But let me tell watch the first 2 episodes
No.
and then stop. At least watch the first episode and then stop.
Okay. You've learned about Yek's one comic book hardships.
Yeah.
You know what? Yek's number one bad guarantees going to be a bad movie.
What's that?
Or TV show, with one exception of this rule. Anytime there's a TV show or movie about a comedian being a comedian, guaranteed
Interesting.
sleeper. The one exception to this being, of course, Seinfeld.
Okay.
That's it. That's the one that's ever been done well.
Are there a lot of other ones?
Let's go down. Billy Crystal's Mr. Saturday Night, Snooze Fest.
I didn't watch that.
Tom Hanks's Funny People,
I didn't watch that.
Snooze Fest. What was the Adam Sandler one? With what's his name? Rogan, the Snooze Fest.
Oh yeah, what was that called?
That's our Tom Hanks's punchline. Tom Hanks's punchline. Funny People, I think,
It's
is
Adam Sandler.
the Adam one. Yeah, Snooze Fest. Like can't make it past the credits. They're so bad. Yeah, all those just awful. And so Marvelous Miss Mabel goes to that too.
So here's the thing. So I think you have a point because I've never seen any of those movies, but I've heard of them. But it was a pretty good TV show. I don't know if it's necessarily all. I mean, I could see maybe you shouldn't watch the whole series, but maybe just watch the first couple of episodes.
And I'm not saying Rachel Brosnahan. She's one of the voices on Family Guy or whatever, right? She helps write Family Guy, right?
Does she? I don't know.
Yeah.
But so in addition,
she's one of the she did like Family Guy stuff. That's what So I don't maybe no, actually that's the other lady that helped did that. Her manager character.
Oh yeah, her manager character. That seems more up her alley. But so you have Nathan Fillion playing Guy fucking Gardner, which is awesome. You have Frank Grillo, voice of Rick Flag Sr., live action in this. You have Alan Tudyk live action in this. So I wonder who does he voice in Creature Commandos again?
He does 3 characters.
He does Phosphorus, doesn't he? He does Dr. Phosphorus.
He does Phosphorus and Clayface, if I remember right. I think he does Clayface, yeah.
So we'll have one of those 2 characters because he's not, they don't give him like a character name here. You have Millie Alcock from the new Game of Thrones playing Supergirl.
They recast Max Lord though. I like Sean Gunn, but Pedro Pascal is a much better actor than Sean Gunn.
Oh yeah.
Why take a step down there? Why? Yeah.
Well, there's a reason.
The only reason Wonder Woman 1984 was scenes were watchable was because he was so good as Max Lord.
Well, we'll find out when we get to July 25th, probably why Pedro Pascal couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so you have a great cast. You have a lot of, DC characters, and you have Mr. Terrific, which, that's terrific. But yeah, and you have the crypto scene in the trailer. So who knows? I mean, it's James Gunn, so you kind of have to trust that he's going to treat the property well.
You have Cara Zor-El in it.
That's what I just said.
Oh yeah. No, I was just repeating what you said.
14%.
Yeah. And she's the queen
She's in
Queen.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the whatever, the dragons. Yeah, House of
Yeah.
Dragon. Kind of disturbs me how she looks in that, but yeah.
Yeah, I've only watched part of one episode of that series.
Yeah, the first season is all political intrigue kind of thing. So if you don't like any of that, it's even more than the original Game of Thrones when you have a big battle, though. At least.
So it's not the first season isn't story about comedians doing comedy.
No, it's
No.
much more watchable. It's much more watchable. No, it's new. Yeah. I don't know if you put Punchline or Mr. Saturday Night against Patriot Games, I don't know which one I could last.
Oh man, that'll watch off.
Before I'd hit the ground.
Mm. All right, so that's a theater C, I think, just because it's Superman, new DC
In
movie.
July, yeah. I expect to get delayed though because of the fires.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get through production on it.
Yeah, because all the people that work on production live out in those areas, right?
Oh, just the whole area of LA, just being shut down for caution and everything, and people living and work. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like an earthquake leveled part of the town, and you just have to recover from it. Yeah.
So what you're saying is we might have to redo this episode because all the months will change.
We'll have to have half year's preview.
Okay.
When it comes to July.
All right. So. Stay tuned. So July 25th, Fantastic Four, first step. So Marvel makes its first Fox property into a movie.
Yes.
And the Fantastic Four gets this is fifth movie, if you count the Roger Corman.
Yes.
All right.
And who do we get as Mr. Fantastic?
We get Mr. Pedro Pascal, Maxwell Lord himself.
Really good actor. So
yeah. So yeah, I do like the cast of this movie. I don't know anything that Vanessa Kirby has done.
She's Jack's daughter, so yeah, she got it in her blood, man. She's heir to the franchise.
She's Queen Kirby.
Yes,
Princess Kirby, I guess.
Yeah.
Joseph Quinn, who plays Human Torch. If you've seen Stranger Things, you remember who he is. And then Eben Moss? I can't say his last name, but he's in The Chef. Have you seen that? Not The Chef. He's in 14% beer.
The Bear?
The Bear. That's what it is. The Bear. Yes. He's great in The Bear.
Yeah, he plays the pastry
cousin.
chef.
Yeah, the cousin. Or he plays
he plays cousin. Sorry, he plays cousin. Yeah,
plays the cousin that is in charge of the wait staff.
Yes.
Maitre D or whatever. But yeah,
even though he's not a cousin at all. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a great cast. They have Julia Garner from Ozark playing Silver Surfer, which is interesting choice to go female Silver Surfer, but who cares, right?
Well, it's just a silver character.
Yeah.
It has no in the comics has no private parts.
Right. So who cares?
Although falls in love quite often for having no private parts.
Right.
But is he just hiding the power cosmic? We don't know. We don't know.
Where does he keep that power cosmic?
Yeah, we don't know.
But she's listed as playing Shalabal, who is Norin Rod's love interest.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, and then they have someone playing Galactus, and John Malkovich is in the cast, but I don't.
Yeah, who's the Malk playing?
I don't know. Probably John Malkovich.
Are we going to see a red ghost? I
don't know.
In his marvelous 3 apes. It's a deep cut.
That would be cool. Now, so this movie, I guess, takes.
He said, "Kmac said no to me."
No, I'm not. I can't go that deep. No, what do you think? Who do you think? You think Red Ghost?
Well, Red Ghost or Reed Richards' dad, right?
Yeah, Mortis. Yep. He does have the head for Mortis, right?
Yes, so I'm thinking. He's got a lot of dome, got a lot of 5 head going on. Then he can throw on that big hat.
Why would you think Red Ghost? Just because
Because
of his head again?
you gotta go deep dive. Who does he look like? Of the villains, he looks like the
He
Red
does.
Ghost is number one.
He does look like Red Ghost. Mental note: post Red Ghost picture next to John Malkovich picture on Instagram.
Kmac, yeah.
Is that who they think it is?
I'm
'Cause I
just
see.
literally
No, I
shooting.
see a Reddit post that says John Malkovich to play Red Ghost.
That was me shooting from the hip, man.
Was it? No, it wasn't. You're a liar.
Just no, me shooting from the hip
Oh,
and 14% beer.
I'll put it in the chat.
A
So
compendium of the Marvel Universe in my head. You know that.
I do know that you've read all of those and you store all of those.
Has to be.
Do you see the link I posted here?
Yep. I'm so good. The Reddit people are on top of it. They know who I am.
That's crazy. All right. But you're a liar still. There's no way you did that.
Known comic book aficionado and liar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And liar. And beer and comic book aficionado. We'll give you that.
Known to lie about everything else.
Yes. All right. So that's definitely a movie theater watch because the style looks like it takes place on some kind of alternate Earth, which makes sense because they have to debut Doom somehow, and Downey Jr. is probably going to be in some kind of post-credit scene to debut. You can't debut Doom in something other than a Fantastic Four movie, right?
No, you're blowing your wad otherwise. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the character. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you're making fans mad if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be pissed.
Yep.
Super pissed.
So
14% pissed.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
No.
Unless it's Valentine's Day, girls.
Yay. All right. So in August, we have an animated series on Disney Plus called Eyes of Wakanda. I don't really know too much about that.
Yeah, everything else is kind of passable, the rest on our list. Because it's all not really known. Yep.
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 2, some kind gonna be debuted.
Yeah, sometime in August, perhaps.
Yeah, James Gunn's gonna be busy.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have the Marvel Zombies animated, which we've been teased in the What If series a couple times.
Yeah.
Just like they promised us Kraven for a year and a half in a row. We're getting teased a Wonder Man TV show.
It's been a while. You're right. A TV show on Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah.
But we have Black Manta playing Wonder Man, and that's great.
Yeah, we got Black Manta. I just got to get one comic book movie part, and then I get comic book movie parts in all the universes.
Well,
That's the way it works.
I know what's coming in November to Comic Books and Cold Ones. Who wore it better, Wonder Man or Black Manta?
Yes.
There we go.
Well, they don't really line up for those theories, but yeah.
But Wonder Man's one of your favorite characters.
Oh well, the burn run on Wonder Man is such a fun series. Like, didn't really care for the character before, but just really good on that. And you go back and read the other ones before that, and he's a fun character that they can be, a lot of stories can be really done badly with him. Like later on, they do a lot of really terrible ones.
Yeah, most of his stories in the Avengers are about how he's in love with Wanda, but Wanda's not in love with him.
Yep. In Emperor Doom, he's the only reason the world gets saved from Emperor Doom. So if you haven't read the Emperor Doom graphic novel from the 80s, you got to read it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And we talked about that this year, I think, on our Convocation to Latveria.
A little bit, yeah.
I briefly touched on that. Yeah.
And so there's Gen V Season 2, which is a boys spinoff coming to Amazon Prime sometime this year. And then DC's animating the Batman Nightfall story where Bane breaks the bat. So, but
Yes.
neither of those really have release dates. But to segue from your Emperor Doom thing, Marvel, so we'll segue into comic books, which, that's what we do here, comic book stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Marvel's big crossover this year, big underlying theme or story is going to be One World Under Doom, where Dr. Doom, he's in charge of the world.
which goes back to the 80s show. 80s graphic
Yeah,
novel I just mentioned,
exactly. You
Emperor
segued
Doom.
perfectly.
Yep. So in Emperor Doom, he kidnaps the Purple Man and uses the Purple Man to take over the world.
That's perfect.
And yes, and he is not susceptible. Certain people that are of strong will are not susceptible to the Purple Man,
Mhm.
and then other people can build up an immunity to him if it's not directly a full dose of the Purple Man. So he is one of the few individuals. So he kidnaps him, amplifies it, and sends that power all around the world. It does really great things, officially, like in the Israeli Middle Eastern conflict.
Yeah.
Makes Puerto Rico a state. And I think he like debuts worldwide recycling. I mean, kind of just nailing the hits.
Yeah,
Emperor
uh,
Doom does.
so what I've read about the new One World Under Doom is there going to be so it might draw from this because there are some people who like being under Doom's rule. They think the world's a better
Yes,
place, but I think the Avengers don't like it very much,
this is
and
correct.
the Fantastic Four might not like it very much either. So yeah, so that's interesting. I wonder. I'll have to read. Being the age I am, I can't read things issue by issue. So once One World Under Doom is completely released, because I think it's 9 issues or something, I think it's pretty long. I'll read the whole thing, and then I'll read the Emperor Doom and see,
Do it
'cause
side by side.
we could have who wore better, 80s Doom or 2025 Doom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's the better monarch, oligarch, or monarch, despot, autocrat?
Hmm.
Um,
All those
but
things.
but yeah, the comic book things, I'm looking at more symbiote stuff.
Hmm.
We're getting new Wolverine stuff. That DC Absolute stuff continues.
Yeah.
So it expands to Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunters that are making more of the characters. For those people that haven't seen the DC Absolute stuff, it's kind of like the Unlimited, Marvel Unlimited,
Yeah. It's just like
right?
Ultimate Marvel. Yeah.
Sorry, Ultimate, yeah, where
Yeah.
they kind of reboot everybody to get back on board, which I don't quite understand since DC can reboot anytime it wants.
They do it all the time. But so the problem is whenever they reboot, make the characters different, nobody likes them. Right? So they should have, instead of doing those reboots, they should have done the Marvel style reboots. Have you read any of the new Marvel Ultimate Universe stuff?
I read some when they first debuted back in the 2000s,
Oh, but so this
but
is like completely, this is like a brand new.
I read the newer. I read those back then.
Yeah.
I'm
So
too
it's,
old. Look,
but listen,
Kmac,
it's probably, if you,
Kmac, look Kmac. What do we learn about Nick tonight? He has a complete section of the Marvel Companion in the universe, and that's all he goes by. That's all he's stuck in there. It's already
correct.
ingrained in his
When
brain.
did you read that?
The 80s can't replace that knowledge now.
That's true. That's true. You'll kill brain cells. You can't add new.
It's
So,
stuck.
so for anyone else out there who likes to read newer things, so the Ultimate Universe is probably the best thing Marvel put out last year as far as new books are concerned. Um, you
Is it?
mentioned, I think so. Yeah, the new Spider-Man is so good because Spider-Man, married to Mary Jane, has kids and then gets the powers. So it's just that's a twist on Spider-Man we haven't really had, at least as far as I know, where like instead of with the great power, great responsibility, has a lot more responsibility now than he does.
He already had great responsibility. Now gets great power.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't
Um,
buying it. Let me tell you, issue
it's good.
13,
He has a
issue,
beard. He has a beard.
issue 10, uh, when they got to Spider-Man
Uh,
of the complete handbook of the Marvel Universe.
so you mentioned the symbiote stuff. What looks cool is that I'm not going to read it, but Eddie Brock gets infected by the Carnage symbiote. That's a
Yes.
different twist. I think that's a cool idea. Um,
Mm,
yeah, well, what else are you going to do with Venom? Like that's the
we
last
don't.
thing.
You don't need to do any more symbiote stuff for a
I
long,
agree.
long, long, long time.
Well, I think if you're going to do one more thing, that's cool, but they got to stop after this because I don't really care about symbiote stuff.
once a decade you can do a symbiote epic story. That's
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, you're burning me on the symbiote thing.
Yeah.
But other things I am interested in is Hush #2 by Batman for the
Yeah.
DCU.
Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee coming back.
Yeah, seminal story. Great trade paperback. Then you get it one shot. Everything just great. So that'll be interesting. Probably gonna fall flat for me, just like The Dark Knight Returns. When they did that.
I didn't read any of the other ones just because I was scared that they wouldn't be as good.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I think our next Masterpiece Comics Theater is a Batman story, so maybe we'll do the first Hush.
We can do that,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Does that meet our series qualifications?
I think it does. Hush. It was.
I will go to my laboratory and review this.
All right. You put all the chemicals on top of it. And,
yes.
all right.
And then the other big thing I think you're going to go with next is DC relaunching the Vertigo verse.
Yeah. I think that's big. We were just talking about that on our book club thing. I think a couple of months ago. It's like, why did DC stop doing Vertigo? Because they're still making the books. They're just calling them like Black Label or something.
Yes.
So now they're just going to release them all as Vertigo again, and that's good because people know what Vertigo is, and yeah.
Well, it's just the never ending. You don't know what DC is going to do next.
Yeah. Well, DC stops. I mean, they only stopped Vertigo in like 2019 too.
Yes.
I mean, I guess to some people, the 6 years is a long time, but when I was a kid, that would have been a long time. But now it's just like yesterday.
Oh, 2019 in pre-internet world where you couldn't get access to any of that stuff would have been like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It just went away forever and ever and ever. That just appeared. What was the show with Leonard Nimoy? That it was just like that.
Oh yeah. In Search of, is that what it was called?
In Search of, yeah. You'd be like, you'd have to have when it came back, Leonard Nimoy coming over and saying, Vertigo was gone in 2019 and nobody knows why.
Hasn't been seen in 6 years.
Hasn't been seen since we went to comic book stores. We've seen them in the boxes, but no.
Yeah. So before we finish comics and get on to what your beer predictions are for 2025, I just want to say like the best books I read in 2024 were the Image Skybound, Energon Universe, G.I. Joe, and Transformers books. So those were the best things I read last year, like as far as new books coming out.
I did not read those yet because I'm so slow at reading new comics.
I know. So, I send you the random pictures sometimes of Hot Rod and Springer, and yeah, it's a.
So you recommend these to everybody to read?
Oh, absolutely. So to not spoil anything, so like they're in the same universe, G.I. Joe and Transformers in this, and like the Transformers coming to Earth leads to the creation of G.I. Joe in a roundabout way. But also, so there's a regular Transformers book, and there's another Transformers book called Void Rivals, and it starts where you're following these two like alien people who are from like conflicting societies around, but it's really telling you the story of what the Transformers who were introduced in the first animated movie were doing while Optimus Prime and his other guys were on Earth.
Okay. So what was happening on Cybertron?
Kind of, yeah, what was happening on Cybertron, what was happening in space. So it's like what were Hot Rod and Springer, and what's the airplane Autobot's name? Skyfire, like what they were doing,
or Jetfire, depending on when you bought the toy.
Yeah, that's right. That I knew there was something with him. Yeah, so it kind of talks about what they're doing. It has the guys who are like they turn the judgment guys who and has those. And I think I'm coming up. Yeah, and I'm coming up on. I'm pretty sure when I get to volume 3, there's going to be a huge reveal that I don't want to spoil for anyone.
Don't spoil. No,
I'm not spoiling. I'm just saying it's going to be like it's like if I bought weekly or monthly issues again, I would buy those. But I'll read them on the library app. But they're really, really good.
Does Cobra? How does Cobra get involved?
Okay, so here's a cool thing.
2 seconds.
2
2 seconds.
seconds, 2 minutes. So in one issue, I almost posted this in our X-Read Discord thing. On the first page of the first page of one of the issues of Void Rivals, the first person pictured in the book is Globulus.
Oh,
Right? Like that's a fucking
mm-hmm.
deep cut, right? So Cobra gets involved because when
Not if you're Don Johnson.
not if you're Don Johnson. No, it sucks for him because he's not getting any of his rights. But so as the Autobot ship was crashing to Earth and they were battling the Decepticons in that ship, Starscream blows Megatron out the ship, right? And Megatron lands in the Himalayas and is found by who?
Well, did Cobra Law.
Cobra La. So that's kind of where they get their technology. And then Duke is a pilot and he's on some mission and they're engaging, an airplane that won't identify itself and it turns into a robot and blows up his plane. And then Duke
But
kind of goes crazy.
Duke's a first sergeant. He can't fly planes.
Well, I don't know. That's just how it's happening in the comic books. So Duke goes crazy and goes down this bunny trail and ends up like, interacting with Destro and kind of having to form G.I. Joe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Kirkman writes The Void Rivals. Daniel Warren Johnson is writing Transformers. So they have a lot of good creators on these books.
Awesome.
Trying to find out and there's a Scarlet limited series that came out.
I've seen it on the Twitters when it pops up.
All right. So anyway, that was my little segue. But yeah, that's a really good story arc they have going between all those books.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for beers in 2025? Were you right? Were you right in 2020?
For all our beer people that made it through all this podcast.
Thank you.
I try to move things up in the show, but came back and get so excited.
Next year we should put the beer stuff up by when we open our beer.
Yeah. Get so excited. So I have reviewed everything including the Twitter thing of Nostradamus. I think that's his name, Malik. There's a guy that considers himself the greatest beer procrastinator, forecasting everything on Twitter, and he does a pretty good job. And we've also read lots of articles and things, and talked to local brewers and things like this. And a lot of the trends we talked about last year are kind of continuing. As breweries are transitioning from not being breweries, they're beverages now. Beverage companies.
Yeah.
More focus on the fact that the Gen Z don't like the booze, but they like to drink things outside the house. So, not just the seltzers, but the mocktails, the teas, the things like that. Even non-boozy things.
Yeah,
that's
I've seen even like non-alcoholic beer on tap.
Yeah. Well, not just non-alcoholic cocktails, the mocktails and things like that. Which is a fascinating thing. Whereas breweries, popped up as local breweries popped up in the U.S. as kind of a revolt to people just drinking the same old beers. All the beers tasting the same that you buy at the store, basically. To hey, I want to try something new. I still want to go to a brewery and taste something that I wouldn't drink anywhere else, but I don't want any booze in it.
So, yeah, that's weird.
And to be able to survive that way is interesting. As a brewery, where you're like the guys that people we've talked about brewers, they just like beer. Like, oh shit, I like beer, man. I just want to mix some and see if I can make something cool. And then
they just they like experimenting with new flavors and new hop varieties. That's cool. I like when they do that too. So
just they wanted to make a product that they hadn't tried before, and now but they like beer or cocktails or something like that. With distilleries, but they're evolving beyond that. But a lot of the consolidation is still going on. Although in the market, we talked about this last year that we're now kind of steady state.
Yeah.
Not seeing a growth in breweries. So Nostradamus had a stat that in 2024, for every 6 beer breweries that close, 5 open. So that's basically we're at replacement right now. Every family's having 2 kids, basically. Um,
Yeah. Just how cool is your brewery name and how
yeah.
unique are your beers, right?
Well, yeah. How well do you capitalize on the local market? Is the way
Yeah.
I look at it. How well can you capitalize on your local people to come to your tap
Mhm.
room to make your profit, and how well can you can enough to
Yeah.
make your overhead?
Yeah.
So
And how good is your trivia night?
go
Is
exactly how.
that's a big thing for
Yeah.
breweries. Yeah.
Yes.
Every single one of them
Well,
has it. You could go to a trivia night maybe not 7, but probably 5 days a week.
yeah. Well, that's still the thing is how do you get people in the tap room? The tap room
Yeah.
experience is still the more thing. Reading about, a lot of times breweries didn't want to have food; they'd have food trucks, but now there's starting to be a tilt to maybe having more kitchens and breweries. There's a Chicago brewery that actually got a Michelin star for the
What?
restaurant. Yep.
Which one?
I
Oh,
gotta look
tough
at it.
question. I do like, while you're looking at that, I like when breweries have food trucks because you get a
Yep.
variety of food there. So,
Moody Tongue Brewery in Chicago ended up getting a Michelin star
oh,
for its
wow.
food because they have a sushi joint in there, which is for those people that know the culinary experience, the Michelin Guide, a travel guide on reviewing food and stuff, put out by the Michelin Tire Company. Oddly
Yeah,
enough,
I would have thought.
I mean, back in the day, it was a way they put out the Michelin Guide to Europe, right? And
So they would drive to different restaurants,
to
test their tires.
encourage people to drive and change their tires to make the tires wear more. Exactly. To make the tires wear more, they put out a travel guide to say, hey, here's the places you should be driving our tires onto.
So
And
it's all a big fucking scam.
yes,
All of it.
all put
Jesus.
together by a giant white wall tire man.
Now we're fighting Big Tire. Jesus.
Although coming up this week or this month, I'm going to try a Michelin star restaurant here in town, so
Oh,
I'm pumped.
which
So
one?
yeah. Well, they lost their Michelin star, so I shouldn't call them out. So
All right, never
it's
mind. Well,
the former Michelin star restaurant, but I may try another one. It's restaurant week coming up, so I'm trying to get at the end of the month. I'm trying to get on the reservations to get into a Michelin star restaurant.
so one thing I noticed about breweries this year, and I think you talked about it, and this is maybe the last thing we talk about, but that you said this last year that they were going to maybe focus more on lagers or pilsners. I'm noticing a lot more lagers and pilsners in breweries this past year than I did the years before,
Yep, the
and I
trend
appreciate
to
that.
lighter beers is continuing. All the things that I read online, still going to continue with that. Two big things that we're going to get to see is the tie together is a lot more emphasis on local sourcing and ingredients. So you're gonna get bashed over the head with where this hop came from or this grain
Gotcha.
came from and how good it is. There's an ancient African grain guys are now using.
Ooh,
Yeah, that
the
comes from
Egyptians
Egypt.
use it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was
The
going to say.
Egyptian. Yeah, yeah. They're like we're going back Egypt. People may gone back and got those old school Egyptian Mesopotamian recipes, but they're actually going so far this time to try to source that particular grain and grow that wheat, that particular strain of grain. So that's what we're going to be seeing more and more of this year.
Well, that's cool. I mean, it
Mhm.
makes sense if like breweries are, obviously there are a lot opening, but a lot are closing. So if you want to, stay open, you have to be able to bring people in,
Yes.
and using an ancient grain like that can do it. But yeah, so cool.
So that's what's going on in beer. That's what's going on in comics. We have down to 14.7% beer between the two of us each, and we are
Yeah,
lit good.
yeah, it's good. So we went a little long. We apologize, but there was just so much to talk about. We're super excited about this coming year. We liked a lot of things from last year, but I'm gonna do the show info. I'm gonna try it on the way out. How's that sound?
um, I'm going
Good.
to throw the pitch. Wind up. Throwing it to you.
All right. So if you like our show and you want to email us, you can email us at cbcopodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at cbco_podcast. We write some funny stuff and we post a lot of beer and comic book things that you would probably like if you're listening to us. And then on Instagram, check out probably the same pictures, but maybe some funnier stuff. Probably not, but definitely good beer pictures because I've mastered the beer picture. I don't know about you. I'll tell you how to do it later. But it's at
I
comic
need to
books.
know your filters.
You do. My pictures are fucking awesome. So it's comic books _ cold ones on Instagram. And that's how you can find us. And, feel free to send us an email if you have a beer idea or show idea or whatever. We'd love to hear from you. What you got, Yak?
That's all. Welcome to 2025, everybody.
All right. Cheers.